Welcome back to another episode of TWF. We have the Russ versus CJ. And wait a moment. That is not known music of any superstar in TWF.
I'm back!
Los Diego is here!
I'm in ABW and they kicked me out. I haven't been able to find my home, so now I'm in TWF.
Los Diego is excited to be in TWF.
Yeah!
I like his style, and I'm sure most of the superstars here are going to like his style too.
Where he at? Where'd he go?
He's got the mask of El Joven Leon.
El Ho?
El Joven Leon.
He's my new friend.
New friends are made here. Los Diego and El Joven Leon, potentially a new team here in TWF. And here we are, folks. That is the music of both Nick Fury and Russ, the TWF Mafia. The Russ returning to action for the first time in a long time here in TWF. It's been over a year since he's been in his first official match. The new era Russ is here, making his way around the ring, encountering Los Diego, giving him that slick, no handshake for you. My apologies, I'm stuttering over my own words. There's a lot of excitement here tonight in this battleground. The Russ makes his way into the ring, crawling through. Los Diego. The Russ has returned to TWF. We got another competitor here entering the battleground. The Russ called out this superstar back at TWF, Live or Die. Got CJ Brookes, the hardest hitting superstar in TWF. Hardest hitting motherfucker. CJ Brookes looking over his newly found acquaintance, El Joven Leon, in his mask. How Los Diego has found it here tonight in TWF, nobody knows.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Ring the bell!
The bell has been rung here, folks. We have the Russ versus CJ Brookes. CJ faking it out with that sweatshirt at first. Thought he was going to throw it. These two men, I'm not too sure if they have a long history. They've definitely wrestled each other once before back in the classic days of TWF. They have not had a match as of recent. The Russ just throwing down CJ immediately. The Russ is a force to be reckoned with. He's only had a couple losses here in TWF, one specifically noted against the Elk back at Battle of the Summer 2020. Oh, and a punch to take down CJ and a nice shoulder tackle. CJ might be in over his head a little bit, picking out the biggest opponent in TWF to go up against. He went after the heel, the front of the heel there, the foot. CJ actually getting some leverage here, working on this foot. Multiple stomps from CJ to the Russ. The Russ has not been down in a position like this in a minute.
Do you give? No. Okay.
CJ having some trouble rolling the Russ over. His strength is definitely showing. Looking like some kind of ankle lock here.
Tell me if you give.
Putting him back over.
Says no.
Definitely putting some pressure on that ankle.
You counted 1.
He's got the rope.
3. Okay.
CJ and the Russ break it up.
Never see this.
On a nice kick from CJ. CJ's definitely going to have to think out of the box here a little bit. He can't go and pick up the Russ. He definitely doesn't have the strength for that, so he's got to use his body as a weapon. Use all of his limbs as a weapon. Think of every limb as an iron bar just going through the Russ. Bringing it back up, going back to a neutral state here. CJ in control, throwing elbows to the Russ. Another elbow strike. Will Russ respond? Oh, with a nasty clothesline. The Russ is taking down CJ in the middle of this ring. Getting back up. He's stumbling. Another clothesline. CJ Brookes here, the hardest hitting superstar in TWF. Russ back in control, misses a Russ splash. CJ just barely getting out of the way for that. Oh, and it's send time for CJ. Using his body as a weapon, folks. It's what he needs to do. He's going for it again. 2 in a row.
1.
And just a 1 count, the Russ kicks out. CJ's definitely gonna have to do more than that.
1.
The ref begins to count. CJ's now back on his feet. Working on this right foot again, my apologies. This right foot, this right leg, going up to about the knee. Getting in a lot of shots here. He was working more towards the front of the heel. Now he's working on any part. The Russ kicks him off. The Russ buying himself some time here. CJ has been knocked on the ground outside of the trampoline. Los Diego. The Russ is apparently a convicted murderer, according to Los Diego.
Not convicted. That's why he's here.
That's why he's here?
Yes.
My apologies. Oh. It is bringing down that right forearm on the midsection of CJ.
Oh, come on. 1, 2.
And a kick out at 2. The Russ not finding his own ground either. He hasn't been in a TWF ring in well over a year. He has recently came out and attacked the legs of both the Elk and Darren DeCario alongside Nick Fury. Now in his own one-on-one match. Seem to think of it, where is Fury tonight? Although it's not against Fury to send his henchman out by himself while he takes care of more important matters. Especially when CJ is getting his right leg just worked on, potentially broken by the Russ. CJ grasping that right leg. Both of these men's right legs have been tampered with tonight. CJ slow to get up. Russ just slaps him down like a feather, rolling him over. Is he potentially going for a Russ splash here, folks? Oh, and a monstrous Russ splash.
1, 2.
And he kicked out of the Russ splash. Insane. CJ Brookes has strong resilience, being the hardest hitting superstar in TWF. However, I don't think that was smart of him to kick out of that. He has to endure more pain from the Russ now. Russ is a bit confused. He's not too sure entirely what to do here in this situation. He's been more inclined to just doing the breaded butter combos, getting it out of the way. What's your favorite type of bread?
Anything but sourdough.
Mine's money. CJ and Russ both back to their feet. Oh, and a spear from CJ. That is a move that we have not seen him pull out in a minute.
1, 2.
Oh, and a kick out at 2. Clocking him right across the jaw. Gotta be honest, I did not see that one coming out of a kick out.
Especially during kick out.
CJ here. Catching his breath, trying to get up. Russ on the outside of the ring also catching his breath. CJ. He was about to go for a dive, but he couldn't. This right leg has definitely been messed with from the likes of the Russ. Potentially split in half like a branch. Russ just taking his sweet time. He knows CJ Brookes ain't gonna be able to do anything this week. Slapping the top of his head. It's like, look at this bad boy slapping that head. Oh, it slammed up against the ring. And another one from Russ. Oh, he's threw him back into the ring instead. The Russ still taking his time outside of the ring. CJ's having a hard time answering all the offense from the Russ here. Oh, and a kick up. He's going for the dive. He got the dive. Playing possum. CJ Brookes. Could not be playing possum. Could be the adrenaline. But the Russ is down flat on the outside of the ring. CJ Brookes grabbing a weapon. I'm not too sure if that's entirely legal. It is part of the entranceway. And he's standing on top of it. He's using it as elevation for a massive elbow drop from CJ. CJ and Russ both down on the outside of the ring here.
What are TWF rules?
You definitely, it's the discretion. We're like that big Ted Turner company that's coming back. It is ref's discretion, Los Diego.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Make this. They're good.
Alrighty, so we got a, they're good from the referee, so the match continues.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
CJ Brookes, exhausted from the pure mass of the Russ. Slamming him back into the ring. CJ Brookes now on the offense again. Center of the ring. If I was him, I'd go for a pin. Oh, and a splash from the side of the trampoline.
1, 2.
And a kick out at 2. Had he been there just a little bit sooner, he would have had the 3 count.
2.
Oh, now an armbar from CJ. Right onto the Russ.
Tell me.
The Russ trying to flip him back over. He's got it. He's almost got him. Looked like he had him.
Wait. Yes. 1, 2.
And a kick out at 2 again. The Russ just pushing CJ on his shoulders, trying to get an easy win out of this. 2. More shots to the forehead. All these forearms, vicious forearms.
Yeah.
Oh, and hitting the back with the knee. CJ's definitely pulling out some new moves here tonight against the Russ.
Yeah.
CJ has been worn out here, but the Russ is a tank. He could take the hit after hit after hit after hit. And CJ Brookes hitting him with the standard DDT. Looking like the Brookes side.
1, 2, 3.
And that was the win. CJ Brookes is your winner. And CJ Brookes is your winner out of this astounding match here at TWF. I gotta say, the Russ coming back for the first time in a year and losing in TWF, that is astounding to see. The Russ laying flat. Where's Nick Fury? Where is the advocate Nick Fury to help out his henchman? The capo.
He's a pussy. He's not here to even support his little friend. That's who he is.
Los Diego sensing from the entranceway. We got somebody coming out of the entranceway. It's El Joven Leon.
He's alive.
But
That belt.
CJ calling out Nick Fury for the TWF championship. It seems like he's gonna have to work his way up the ladder still, but it seems like his goal in mind is Nick Fury and the Mafia, and he's got the help that he needs to get that accomplished with El Joven Leon. Folks, we hope that you enjoyed this.
Russ, one more thing. Take that to the road.
With that, we're on the road. See you later, folks.